Hello and welcome back to Hey, how you doing? I'm Keith.
And I'm Janet. So Keith, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Janet. Hey, how you doing?
Not too bad. You know what? This weekend was really good.
You still loose in the house there, Janet?
I don't think they need to know about that.
Janet and her husband are currently going through a rather messy foreclosure.
Again, they don't need to know.
I just thought they might find it interesting.
Well, you know, going from KCAC to from Channel 12 to here was quite a pay cut, Keith.
I do know that, Janet, because it's your fault we get fired in the first place.
No, it's not.
If someone hadn't suggested that we do an expose on meth addiction by actually busting a meth lab live on the air.
How was I supposed to know that it was going to blow up like it did?
6 meth addicts, their mullets on flames, running around on fire live.
So things didn't go quite like I thought they should, but it was a good idea and it did have a lot of potential.
To fail, apparently.
We were exposing a real issue.
And an incredibly flammable one, Janet.
Yes, yes.
And now we're here.
Yes, we are. And next time, would it kill you to do something about your outfit?
What? What's wrong with my clothes?
Well, let's start with that tie. You know, you really need to spray it with some Raid because it's really bugging me right
Hey,
now.
are you done?
For now.
Great. Now let's talk about the election.
No, God, no,
It's
not anymore.
over, Janet. This is the last time we'll ever have to talk about it.
Oh, thank you.
Then it's on to the midterm elections. 2014, baby.
You're sick.
And then before you know it, it's the 2016 presidential election.
I'm going to hurt you, Keith.
I'd like to see you try.
What was that?
Never mind. Now, as everyone knows by now, Barack Obama was reelected and remains our president for the next 4 years.
There was many a tear shed, too, in the South on election night, but that's not the only big news. Marijuana was legalized in Colorado and Washington.
It's about damn time.
Why? You gonna load up your car with all your little chips and snacks and with your blue light posters and head over to Colorado?
Janet, hey, you're one to talk.
Keith, that was a long time ago, and you know the 90s were not kind to me.
I know, I saw the video.
That's impossible. All the videos were pulled after the court order.
Apparently not all of them, Janet. Or should I say, Jade.
That was a long time ago, Keith.
I'll post it on our website.
Laughs on you. We don't even have a website.
Well, when we do, okay? Listen, history was also made this past week when Maine and Maryland actually legalized gay marriage.
Yes, for the first time, same-sex marriage has been made legal
Spit it
by
out.
popular vote.
That's right. So suck on that, Chick-fil-A.
Let it go, Keith.
Listen, they have the best waffle fries in the world, and I can't even go there because they're bigots. It's not fair.
That's true, you poor, poor man.
Now, I know that our viewers, they think
Oh,
that...
all 12 of them?
Janet, give it time, okay? We're building. Now, I know our viewers are divided by this election. Some are very happy with the outcome, while others feel a profound sense of disappointment.
That's right, but despite our divisions, there is something all Americans can be assured of, something that remains true no matter who won the presidency.
Yes, Janet, and that's ballooning debt and falling wages as Wall Street siphons off the last of our nation's wealth with the occasional war in the Middle East to distract us as our nation circles the drain into inevitable collapse.
So,
nasty.
Keith, what are you going to do after the collapse?
I've been thinking about this. You know what I'm going to do? I'll become Torque L, traveling warrior. With my sword and shield, I'll bring order to the lawless wastelands of the upper Midwest. What about you, Janet?
I'll lead a tribe of warrior monks to the west, and the west will fall to my arrow, and the east will kneel at my knees. Oh, it'll be just awesome.
That is awesome, Janet. I like that.
Right? I know. I'll have a bodyguard, too, who never speaks, and he'll have these abs of steel, and he'll stand guard outside of my room, and he'll just have these bulging arms and these muscles, and then whenever he sweats, the sweat's just going to glisten off of his
Janet.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry. We were talking about the election. That's right.
Well, yeah, we're done with that. Americans are still dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy.
Oh, that's right. We're talking gas shortages, millions without power still, and billions in damages.
And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, that's when the rats arrive.
Oof. Yes, the fear now is that since so many of the sewers and subways are underwater, New York's sizable rat population will head to the surface. Oof.
Where they will surely spread disease and just kind of creep everybody out.
Oof. Essentially, it's like the Ratatouille movie, only less heartwarming antics and more of plague.
I like that movie. Plus, in 3D it was good. Plus, a nor'easter is blowing up, is blowing in, I should say, that is expected to cause even more damage and suffering for those that have already been affected by Hurricane Sandy. It's a nightmare.
Yes, it appears God's wrath has been unleashed following the election of Obama. And then soon.
What?
Wait a minute.
What?
the hell is this?
Damn it. I bet Earl wrote that. Romney lost, Earl. Get over it.
Earl is one of our writers, and there's so many ethnic slurs in this. Okay, we're going to just have to
Oh my
shorten this
God.
segment.
Yeah, he took it pretty hard. Obviously, we don't believe that God caused this storm to punish anyone.
No, obviously not.
All right, it is safe to assume, however, that this is the work of Baal, the Sumerian storm god. But that's may his love be upon us.
Keith?
What? Just because my beliefs are different than yours, it doesn't make them any less valuable or valid.
Let's just move past that, okay?
Fine. Now, a few weeks ago, I promised an interview with Chris Wallace. Now, unfortunately, his publicist is not answering our calls.
Would it have been a real interview this time, or just 10 awkward minutes of you talking up your credentials and trying to hand him your resume?
I don't know, actually. But you know what? You have to take every opportunity you get, or you end up somewhere like this.
Yeah, and that's why we no longer get celebrity interviews.
I apologize to Johnny Depp's people, okay?
all right.
I wasn't myself.
Whatever. Now on to sports.
That's right. Here's some sports for you. 175 New York Giants fans were ejected from a game. You know why, Janet?
Why?
They were throwing snowballs during the game. Now, the real problem was that they were throwing more accurately than the Giants quarterback was.
Oh, wow. Did you ever play football, Keith?
No, unfortunately, I didn't play football. I was too afraid I might score a touchdown and my teammates would celebrate by giving me a concussion. But I did always like basketball, and it comes naturally to me.
That might not have been so bad, but too bad height doesn't come naturally.
That's not nice, Janet. Now, when football fans across the country find themselves suffering from cowboyitis, do you know what that is?
No, what is that?
Well, it's been an outbreak lately. It's when people get sick of the Cowboys losing every game they play.
Oh, well, that's too bad. In entertainment news, Rihanna and Chris Brown have just released a new duet called Nobody's Business, where they declare their unending love for each other.
And hopefully this is one hit from Chris Brown that Rihanna won't mind.
Ooh, nice one. Neckbeards around the country are rejoicing after learning Disney has purchased Lucasfilms for a record $4 billion and promises to release Star Wars Episode 7 by 2015. After that, they plan on releasing new Star Wars every 2 to 3 years.
Well, after Episode 1, it's only uphill from here.
You know, Keith, I'm a pretty big Star Wars fan. I might have to go try out for that new Star Wars movie.
You're a big Star Wars fan.
Yes, I am.
So if I were to ask you to name 3 Star Wars characters, you wouldn't have a problem with that.
Not at all.
All right, go for it.
Oh, right now?
There's no time like the present, I always say.
Oh, okay. Let's see. There's Darth Vader.
That's 1.
Okay. Harrison Ford.
That's the name of the actor. Name the character he plays.
Luke.
Your failure is now complete. Wrong.
Go to hell, Keith.
Already here. Look around.
Chuck's giving us the wrap it up signal.
Well, that's all the time we have for Hey, How You Doing this week. So we'll see you next week. This is Keith and Janet, signing off.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
It's not Jade, you jerk.
It is to me.
No, it's Janet.
See you next week.
Good night.
Bye.
My turn to sign off.
Let me.
You did the majority of it.